Very good stuff. We're at the backs of our mats, feet go hip distance, and we do a half a sun salutation. So we inhale, we take the arms all the way up to the sky for a big stretch, and then we soften the knees and we dive all the way down, and then we do a half lift. You inhale, hands, shins, and then you fold. All right, and that's it. You wide arms, you come all the way up, stretch up to the sky. The hands come down in front of your heart, and you just do a bit of bending your fingers back one way, bend them back the other, and you can turn that into moving a bit more with the wrists. You might even kind of twist the body a bit, getting into the core, the ribs. You could even twist to one shoulder and twist to the other shoulder. You might even kind of go up and down a bit if you wanted like a curvy figure of 8. And then you come all the way back to the center. You send your arms up to the sky, you separate your hands, and then it's like a hollow body pose but standing up, or like a handstand. It's like when we have the plate over our head, but you just make the legs strong, the glutes strong, and reach nice and tall, and maybe look up as well, up towards the sky. And then you relax your arms alongside your body, you kick out your legs a bit, and you sway your arms a little bit from side to side, side to side. All right? Then we build that up. So the golfing one, so you have like your hands by your hip, I'm gonna go right hip, and you swing up towards your left shoulder. So it's like you're golfing and you're swinging up, all right? So take it easy if your back's not the best, but you do get quite a bit. You know, you might even take off, you might, no, it's not bad, it's not dance, but you are trying to fling your arms off. Yeah, and your other foot, your other heel comes up as well, yeah? So you swing into it. So funny. Nicky's one, sorry. You're like, chuck them off. Fling your arms off, swapping sides. Chuck your arms off your shoulders. You know, you could be dead tomorrow and think, I never flung my arms hard enough in my last exercise. And it's diagonally, you're going hips to up. I did this the other week and I took off, I went over 3 houses. So impressive. And then you stop doing that because, well, next week you've got to do a bit better. Anyway, and then it's going to jump, you can just jump on the spot a little bit. If you didn't like that, you could kind of do heel raises, but you just jump on the spot. But ideally, you'd get your feet to, you'd get your feet to go forwards, backwards. It's a bit like running on the spot, okay? But you have got the option of just bouncy heels or jumping up and down. 5 more seconds. And then you stop. Kick out your legs a little bit. So there's loads of different benefits, but like explosive action with the legs, the muscles is quite good as well as kind of building strength as well. That's one of the points of that. Excellent stuff. Then we're just going to bring one knee up, tap the knee, and then other knee up. See if you can kind of do 5 of those each side. And then when you're done, you stop, and then see if you can kind of build on that a little bit. Can you get your right knee, you can do your right knee, left hand, or even better would be to kick the leg out a bit. So opposite hand and foot, they don't have to touch, but you're kind of stretching out your legs, your back, and going from side to side. Yeah? Pretty good, like 5 each side of those. Nice, and then you can have a little bit of a shake out. Have a little bit of a dance out if you like. Do half a sun salutation again to catch our breath. So we take the arms all the way up, nice big stretch. You soften the knees and you dive all the way down. You inhale, hands, shins, half lift, nice flat back. Then you fold again, soft knees, and you take your arms all the way up to the sky and your hands come down in front of your heart. Good stuff. Now we're going to do some walkouts. So your feet go a little bit wider. Maybe on the edge of the mat, or we used to do this in yoga, and your feet would be wider than the mat. So some mats are a bit wider than others. Your feet are wide so you can try and keep your legs straight, so you get a stretch on the backs of the legs. But see, you might have to cheat and bend your knees, but you walk down, you hinge down, you get your hands onto the mat or the ground, and you walk all the way out in front of you. And then that's it. You're just going to walk back, hands back towards you, and then come all the way up. You've got 4 more of those to go. You walk all the way down, you walk out, and then you come all the way back up. Nice, 3 to go. 2 left. And 1 more for me. Coming all the way up. Pretty good stuff. Get your feet back to the center, kick out your legs, sway your arms a little bit if you like. Nice. Then we're going to build up on our squats, okay? So you turn your feet, you adjust your feet a little bit so they're out to the sides. Everyone's a bit different, so see how you go. They're not too wide, and you just do a little bit of a bend in the knees, like you're testing that the knees kind of track over the toes and it feels all right for your knees and your ankles. But really we want to go way deeper, but you might not be able to, but we've got 3 versions. The first version is your hands are out in front of you, you're trying to keep a flat back, and you lower down. If that's all you've got, that's fine. Ideally, you're breaking horizontal or as low as you can get in your squat, and then you come all the way up. All right, we're going to do 4 more of those if you can. It might not come right now. You might have your heels up as well, and you stand up. 3 to go. You're lowering down. Careful of your knees. I don't know how your knees feel, your hips feel. Lowering down. Coming back up. Nice. 1 more of those. Lowering down. Coming back up. Woo! Oh yeah. Nice warm up. Kicking out your legs. I'm getting really into this. I had a really nice like Japanese green tea before I came out. Anyway, same deal, but you put your hands behind your head. So you're trying to keep your back flat. It's a little bit like you're sliding down the wall, but it won't quite work. Same deal, careful of the knees, but see if you can go down and then come back up. All right, so you're trying to have a flat back. See how it goes. You might not be able to go all the way. You might have to adjust your feet a bit so they're a bit wider. 3 I've done. 4 for me. And then last one. And you come all the way up and you kick out your legs. Very, very good. We'll do a half sun salutation as a treat. You inhale, take your arms up, soften the knees, flat back, dive down. Inhale, half lift and fold, soft knees, arms come all the way up, hands come down in front of your heart. How's that shadow going? You cooking over here? Nice over there, isn't it? Beautiful. I might switch it next week. You're all here and I'm there, because I am melting. Then the next one is your hands go over your head, but can you kind of like one hand on the back of the other? So you're trying to get you even more to have your shoulders back, okay? And then the squats again, to see if you can gently lower down and then come back up. You're trying to keep your back nice and flat. Lowering down. Be careful of the knees. Coming back up. You can stop if it's too much. You just do 2. I've got 1 more to go. Nice. Then you come up, your arms come down, and you kick out your legs a little bit, even swaying your arms a little bit as well. Woo! So good. Anyway, so lunges now. So your lunges could be tiny. You all right, Simona, keeping you up? Are we not too tired? Yeah, good, okay. So your left foot stays there, your right foot steps out. Little lunge, and you come back. Whoa. Take it easy, take it easy. So same leg, 12 o'clock, lunge and back. So you choose, I'm going to go quite far, and then I might try and get my other knee close to the ground. So you're doing quite a deep lunge. See how that goes, but it doesn't have to be deep, okay? And then you come out, so that's 12. Left foot stays there, right foot's going to go to 3 o'clock. So out wide, and then you're bending the knee and it's above the ankle, above the toes kind of thing. I don't want you bending the knee kind of like that. You don't want it to buckle. You want this knee to bend and the other leg to stay straight. All right, that's 3 o'clock. You come out, you go 3 o'clock. You come out, you go 3 o'clock. Yeah, and then 1 more, 3 o'clock. Nice. You come back to the center. Now we're going to go 6 o'clock. So you step back into that hole, back behind you. See how you go. You could leave it there and do a little bit of a stretch. See how that front right hip, my front right, something about this hip. And then if it's feeling okay, you could bend the knee and come up. You could do kind of knee lunges, almost like you're trying to get the knee close to the ground. I've got a knee pad as well, if you want that curved knee pad. All right, and then you step up. That's getting a bit tough now for me. You kick out your legs. 1 wide arms on its own. hands come down in front of your heart. Pretty good stuff. So then I'm gonna do 9 o'clock. Really, it's about 8 o'clock. So your right foot goes back around behind you about 8 o'clock, and see if you can kind of bend both knees a little bit and come up, bend and come up. They're a bit twisted, but you're just checking it's really strong, good for your knees, so you're kind of bending your knees, all right? Then you come all the way up and you kick out your legs a bit. Then I'm going to call out numbers. Same foot. So 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 12 o'clock, last one, 3 o'clock. Liz, oh my God, what time is it? You're kicking out your legs and you do wide arms. Hands come down in front of your heart. We've got the whole other side to do. How exciting. Your right foot stays there, left leg, step out, do a little bit of a lunge, come back. Do a couple of those, see how that feels, how that's going. Then you could do some where you stay there and you kind of bend trying to get the right knee a bit lower, see how your hips are doing. Then you step back and you go out to 9 o'clock, and then that knee bends, the other leg stays straight, and you're just checking that knee feels okay. So it's like a side lunge, yeah, like a surfer's lunge. And you come out, you go back. You come out, and you go back. You might even try and go a bit lower. Maybe your fingertips get close to the ground. We're kind of saving that for beach yoga on Friday. Then you step to the top, kick out your legs a little bit if you like. Then this left leg is going to go back to 6 o'clock. See how that feels. You can do a couple where you kind of step in and out. You could leave it there. You could do some knee lunges if you want to get away with those. And come out, kick out your legs, throw in a wide arms, hands come down in front of your heart. All right, and then the only one we haven't done is not 3 o'clock, it'll be 4 o'clock, won't it? So the left foot goes round, and you try and do a bit of like a dancer's pose, and you can have both knees bent and just do some knee bending there. Pretty good stuff. But then there's a very special pose that Kinga has ordered. She wrote a postcard in saying, I really like this pose. Do you remember we used to write postcards in to Blue Peter? Is that an age thing? Take your arms all the way up. My parents used to watch it. Is that a good excuse? Your arms are above your head. You're in this dancer's pose. Your right hand takes your left wrist, and you're trying to do a bit of a side bend over to the side. And then you kind of fold forwards a bit, come round, and all the way up. So really watch your knees, and then one more of those. Fold forwards, come round and up. Then you step up and out of it. You step your other leg back behind you, how we did before. You swap over hands, and then you see if you can lean over to the left and then go round and back up. So a bit of balance, but a bit of a side bend, and a couple of those would be really good. And then you step up and out of it. Pretty good stuff. You're kicking out your legs and gently swaying your arms. Nice. Then 3 times your feet go out, in, out. So they're back to the out position. You walk down your legs, you go back into a plank, and you just hold plank, or you see if you can do shoulder taps each side, where you just tap your shoulder and try not to let your bum move too much if you can help it. Tapping one side and the other, one side and the other. And then when that's done, your knees come down to the ground. You adjust your feet maybe, so we're onto all fours, so you're on your 2 train tracks. And then we do a couple of cat-cows. Your ribs go down, your head lifts, and your chin comes in and you round the back. You do another one of those, inhaling and exhaling. You come all the way to neutral, and then you go up into your downward dog, and you kind of walk the dog, bend one knee, swap over, bending the other, and you're looking at your feet as you walk the dog. Excellent stuff. Then we're going to lower the knees down to the ground, and we're going to sit down on our bum, and straighten out our legs out in front of us. Okay, and then we're going to do a tiny bit of floor work. So you inhale, take your arms all the way up, nice big stretch. Your palms come together and you go for your Paschimottanasana forward fold and see how good or bad that feels. Look after your legs, but see how you go. Then we do another one, and then this one, if you like, you could bend the knees a bit and put the hands underneath the calves, and then you might feel like you're pulling yourself a bit deeper. You're trying to keep your shoulders down and your neck nice and long if you can. Pretty good stuff. Then you come up to sitting up. And then we're going to try and do it now without a weight. It'd be really difficult with a weight. So the idea is you bend your left knee, you get your right hand to go to the side and your left arm to go up in the air. What we're going to try and do is keep that arm up in the air and stand up. So it's a bit like a side plank. You push into your left foot, you bring your right foot underneath you, and then you come up to standing up. We'll come straight back down in a minute, all right? And there's stages, so when you have the weight, you don't have to come all the way up. And then we're going to go back down, okay? So you bend your knees, and you put your right leg out in front of you. It's called a Turkish get-up. And then you come down. You do a wide arms, reach up, and a forward fold. And then you come up to sitting up. Your left hand goes back behind you, your right knee bends. Your right arm goes up in the air. This will have a kettlebell in it, an 8 or a dumbbell, but like a weight. And then you see if you can push up and stand up. You can get up any way you like, really, but that's just a way of showing you, all right? And we're going to try and go back down to the ground. And your legs go out and you shake out your legs. You do a forward fold, reaching up, and then fold, fold, fold. Nice. Then you swing your legs out the way. We go back into our downward dog. So all fours and then downward dog. And then we just do a little bit of knee lunging. So your right leg goes up in the air. And then you bring your knee to your chin in plank pose. Then you go again up to the sky, but maybe it goes to the right elbow out to the side. Squidge the ribs out to the side. And then you go up in the air and twist it underneath you towards the opposite elbow. And you go back up in the air and you swing step, get that foot up to the top of the mat. And then you can go low kneed if you want, or ideally we'd go high knee and you come all the way up. You take a wide arms reaching up and your hands come down in front of your heart. So it might be a bit wobbly, might be worse in trainers, might be more wobbly, okay? Then we're going to go to Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Hands together is tricky, arms alongside your body's a bit easier. And you put weight into the front foot and you're trying to get off the back foot and see if you can balance on one leg. Ideally, you're making a capital letter T shape with your body. All right, and then you just gently step all the way back. You do a wide arms reaching up, hands come down, and then you get your left hand to go down to the ground. I mean, a block would be good, fingertips or flat palm, and then your right arm goes up in the air. So it's quite tricky. And then you're going to nudge your right foot a little bit wider so that you can exhale and dip your elbow down inside the knee to the ankle. And then inhale, it floats all the way back up. So a big stretch for the inside of that leg and the hip. You inhale, open up. Exhale, dip it down. Good. Then that hand goes to the floor. We go for a little bit of a wander, just round to the side, adjusting the feet, and turn that into a wide-footed forward fold. You could be on fingertips. Some people hold on to opposite elbows and you nod your upper body. Try and look through your ankles, your legs back behind you so you know the neck is long. No need to keep the head lifted. Nice. Then you walk your hands back around to the top. You step back into your plank pose. You could just hold a regular plank and wait, or we could throw in a couple of side planks. Heels go to one side, arm lifts up, and then hand comes down, heels go the other way, other arm lifts up. If not, just hold a solid, nice. All the way back to the center, push the hips to the sky, and now knee lunges, left leg in downward dog up to the sky, and then knee to the chin in plank, high knee, nose to knee. Inhale to the sky, and then left elbow out wide. Inhale to the sky, twist it underneath you. Up to the sky again, and then swing step, get that foot to the top. And then if it's a bit much, you could lower that right knee to the floor, If not, keep it off the ground and see if you can come up. And then a wide arms reaching up, hands come down in front of your heart, excellent stuff. And then warrior 3, you could stay here and wait, it's still a good standing pose, or you can pour weight into that front foot. You could keep bouncing off the floor if you need, or you try and lift the leg up, push through the heel, and you're trying to kind of make a capital letter T shape. And then maybe the hands stay together, or your arms go alongside your body. It's well tricky in trainers. And then you step all the way back into your lunge. Your right hand comes down to the ground. Your left arm goes up in the air. And you're pushing into the floor, opening up the shoulder. You could just stay here and skip the elbow dipping. Maybe you nudge the left foot a bit wider and dip the elbow inside. You inhale, open up. Exhale, dip inside. Kind of 3 of those, do more, do less. And then when you're done, the hand comes down, you walk to the other side now, adjusting your feet, so you're side on with the feet. And then you can just do what we did before. You could sway your upper body a bit if you like. Nice big pull on the backs of the legs. Or if you wanted, we could get the left hand to go onto the floor and the right arm to go up to the sky. So we're pushing into the ground to open up the top shoulder. You might even wrap that right arm around your back and touch the opposite hip. Nice. You could even look to the right past the shoulder. You've moved out the way. Then that hand comes down to the ground and you get the other arm up. If you're doing it, that could go straight up or it wraps around your back. And you could nudge your left shoulder out the way and maybe look up to the sky. Nice. Then you come all the way back to the center, and then one last thing, can you walk your hands away from you and keep your feet there, obviously. Hopefully they're not slipping. And then it's like downward dog, but your feet are wide, okay? My feet are slipping, so I'm not going to last, but you could then keep your left hand there and your right arm wide, or even wrap your right arm round your back and push your head through your shoulder again, like you would do in downward dog. And then, on the lip of my feet, then your right hand goes down, left arm out wide, or it wraps around the back, and then try and push your head through your shoulder again. Good, then that hand goes to the top. You walk your hands all the way back to the middle, and then you walk them round to the top of the mat, back to the front, and then you step back into plank pose, and you see if you can just hold a plank, squeeze the glutes, push the hips up a tiny bit, neck is nice and long, push, 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 push. Good. Last thing we do is you lift the right foot off the floor and see if you can inhale, push up into a 3-leg dog, and then exhale back into plank. One more of those. Inhale, push into down dog, come back into plank, and then foot down, other side, left leg lifts. If you want to skip it, just hold plank with one foot in the air, come back to plank, and then another one, and then back to plank. Very, very good. And then in plank pose, your hips go up a little bit, and then you see how quickly you can walk or jump your feet to the top, and then just stand up. So a little beginnery burpee up-down test is just to see if you can hinge at the hips. You could skip it. We'll just do 3. You hinge at the hips, the hands go to the ground, you step back, you step up, and then you stand up. See if you can do 3 of those. Go down. You could go one leg, other leg, and then one leg back up. But down ups or burpee practice, pretty good. And you come up. And that's another one if you wanted to do 10 or 20 of those. Woo! Very good. Then we move on to the resistance bands. Speedy, speedy, speedy with the resistance bands. Okay, so you're going to step into the band, feet at hip distance. You're going to do upright rows. So you could just pull them kind of to your ribs and down, or you can go for your shoulders, but you're kind of getting your elbows up like you're on a rowing machine. And then, yeah, you can just be using your arms, but ideally you get a bit of core and glutes. So you're kind of nice and strong with the rest of the body, all right? And just see if you can get elbows up a little bit. Yeah, see, just that, even if it's small, but you're drawing them back like I'm sitting on a rowing machine, yeah? Good stuff. Then, if that's okay, to go in the next stage, you hook your thumbs in and you see if you can get your elbows in, and you're trying to push up above your head. Be careful, keep a good grip on it, and you're pushing all the way up. Yeah, oh, if you want to cheat, if you want to cheat, take one foot out. Then it's a bit easier. And let's not put in. And your elbows are in, you're just pushing up. So it's like a bit of a handstand press, but upside down. Pushing up nice and strong. So waking up the shoulders. Do 5, you do 10. Pretty good. Then you step out of it and you put your right foot in it. All right? And you hold it with your right hand. So hammer curls, which we will do later on with bicep curls. But here, you're just going to get it, bend your elbow and get it towards your shoulder. Yeah? So it's like a bicep curl. If it's too easy, you have to go a bit lower. Yeah, very good. And it should be quite a bit strong. Get 5 or so of those in, you can do loads. All right. Then you're going to loosen off a lot, shake out the arm a bit, so we can get 2 for the price of 1. And then it's a bit more of the whole body. So you're trying to get the arm to push up, and it's almost like I'm kind of using the rest of my body to push up. Be careful of the back, but trying to push up a little bit, yeah? I'm going to do 1 more of those. That's a good one, I like that one. It's getting more of your whole body working. Then you step over to the other side. You step into it. And then you're ready. You go if it's too easy, then you go quite low. But you're just doing bicep curls, and it's like you're getting your thumb towards your shoulder. Yeah, and you can get the rest of the body to core up, glutes are strong, like to help you out a little bit. And you're standing nice and strong. Yeah, roughly 5 or so of those. And then you come out and we have a little bit of a shake out the arm. And then you might go a bit higher up the band because it's going to be a bit harder. And you're engaging your core, so you're bracing, you're protecting your back, and you're trying to punch up a little bit, okay? And it's not too much of the body's just joining in a little bit to help you kind of punch up. So check that your back feels okay with that. You punch to the side. I'm going to do a couple more. Pretty good. Job done. Bands are done. Stretching's done. We're now going to move on to our stations.